Welcome back to our continuing coverage of the 2019 Florida Dixie Youth Baseball Major State Tournament. I'm Mike Rideout for Jock Jive. I'll have the play-by-play of our next game between San Antonio and Frostproof. Brooksville a winner over Sneads earlier today, 13-1. Winner of this game will play Brooksville tomorrow at 3. The loser will play Sneads at noon. The umpires and the coaches are meeting at home plate. We'll have the starting lineups for you here in just a moment between Frostproof and San Antonio right here on JockJive.com. If you would like to purchase an audio copy of this game or any game during the state tournament, they're available for only $5 per game. Just email info@jockjive.com. That's INFO, info@jockjive.com, and we will send you a downloadable copy. Again, it's only $5 per game for an audio copy. Also, we hope that you'll like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter. We update scores, schedules, and delays if we have them. It is currently overcast, and we did have a lightning delay, but we were in between games. So it has pushed us back about 10 minutes here, but just about to get going. It is currently overcast. There is still a chance of rain, and hopefully we'll be able to get some or most of this game in before we get any more. Again, we'll be turning it over to our public address announcer momentarily for today's lineups.
And on field 3, our majors. Coaches, as I make your lineups, if you will, send your players down the baselines. Starting with our visitors from Frostproof. Number 54, Miguel Perez. Number 4, Stetson Ogburn. Number 17, Luke Thornton. Number 99, Landon Fuller. Number 1, Makai Gilliam. Number 3, Albert Plain III. Number 19, Grayson Davis. Number 11, Garrett Courtney. Number 2, Antonio Cobb Jr. Number 23, Waylon Courtney. Number 24, Evan Steedley. Number 16, Jackson Edmonston. Coaches for Frostproof, Orrin Thornton, Chris Toller, managed by Jeremy Jackson, your Frostproof All-Stars. Now for the home team, San Antonio. Number 27, Talon Maple. Number 21, Lenny Mercado. Number 7, Logan Fernandez. 00, Ashton Luddington. Number 10, Yanni Mercado. Number 13, Trent Coleman. Number 16, Alfredo Carrillo. Number 22, Andrew Spencer. Number 11, Luke Renner. Number 4, Joseph Knight. And number 12, Cole Renner. Coaches for San Ann, Tim Maple, Noel Mercado, managed by Marvin Francis. Your San Ann Majors All-Stars. Let's play ball.
All right, you just heard the starting lineups. We are about ready to get rolling here. Frostproof will bat first. And San Antonio taking the field. They are wearing the, well, they're white tops, but they've got red and blue in them, white pants. So red, white, and blue, red socks. And their opponent, Frostproof, with the red tops, white lettering and numerals, and the gray pants with a red trim down the side. Overcast, and it looks like rain heading this way. So we'll hopefully be able to get in most or all of this game. We'll see. You obviously can play in the rain as long as it's not too much. Okay, thank you. Obviously, lightning will be the biggest concern. We won't be able to play if there's any lightning. So Miguel Perez will lead it off. Let's set the defense for San Antonio. Their pitcher is Ashton Leddington, and he is a right-hander. Got the sleeves rolled all the way up. His catcher, Talon Maple, in the infield left to right. Yanni Mercado over at third base. Lenny Mercado at shortstop. The second baseman is Andrew Spencer. And Trent Coleman over at first base. In the outfield left to right, it's Luke Renner in left. Logan Fernandez in center. And Alfredo Carrillo in right. Folks, if you would like to participate during the broadcast by sending in shout-outs and best wishes, send them in via text message to area code 352-258-8450. 352-258-8450. We'll play 6 innings to determine who advances to the winner's bracket. Leddington wrapping up his warm-up tosses. And now approaching the plate. Here is right-handed hitter Miguel Perez, number 54, the starting catcher. Wind is blowing in currently here at the ballpark. Leddington ready, and his first pitch of the game is outside for ball one, and we are underway. This is a 7-team bracket in the majors. Next pitch in there for a strike to even the count at 1-1. Again, Brooksville in the winner's bracket, Sneeds in the loser's bracket. This is game 2 here on day 1. The next pitch, that's outside for a ball, and the count now 2-1. Well, you can hear it. The rain's starting to fall. They'll play up until a certain point. If it gets any harder, then that'll be at the discretion of the umpire based on the rain that's falling. Next pitch misses for ball 3, and the count now 3-1. The 3-1 pitch. That's outside, ball 4, so it's a leadoff base runner here in the top of the first inning for Frostproof. That'll send up Stetson Ogburn, the first baseman. Another right-handed hitter. Leddington will work from the stretch with a runner at first. Comes set and delivers to the plate. It's a fastball strike. The runner going to second. The throw to second. And the tag. He is out at second base. The shortstop, Mercado, coming over to make the play. Good throw from Maple behind the plate. Perez caught stealing. 2-6. And there's your first out of the inning. So 1 out. Base is empty. And a swing and a miss by Ogburn. Leddington working quickly. His next pitch is sliced foul out of play to the right side. Ashton looking for his first strikeout of the game. Next pitch. Fastball low for a ball. No score, top of the first, just underway. Rain falling here in Bristol, but we're playing baseball. You can hear the wind continuing to blow in as the next pitch is on the way, and it just missed on the inside corner. Well,
coaches, please, umpires, please pull all players off the field.
There you can hear the umpires are pulling the players off the field, so we are in a rain delay here in the top of the first inning. It kind of felt like the way the rain was falling and the wind blowing in that it may not last long. So we are in a rain delay. We'll keep you updated on the Jock Jive Facebook page, so make sure you like us on Facebook to keep updated with our tournament. Top of the first, rain delay between Frostproof and San Antonio right here on JockJive.com. All right, we are back to action here in Bristol as Stetson Ogburn has just struck out for the second out of the inning after a 3-hour weather delay. We are resuming play here in Bristol. So the batter is Luke Thornton. I'll get you caught up here as this one is swung on and missed by Thornton for strike one. Ashton Leddington, 0-0, was on the mound. He started the game prior to the weather delay. Miguel Perez walked to begin the game and then was caught stealing 2-6 for the first out of the inning. Stetson Ogburn just struck out for the second out of the inning. So there's 2 outs, nobody on base, no score here in the top of the first inning. Next pitch to Thornton, the right-hander, is taken high for a ball. And the count now 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes with 2 outs, no score between Frostproof and San Antonio here in the Majors State Tournament. The 1-2 pitch from Leddington just missed outside to even the count. Well, earlier today, Brooksville defeated Sneads 13-1. So the winner of this game will play Brooksville. The loser will play Sneads. That is taken, well, actually it was ball 3-2, so that's ball 4. And it's a 2-out base runner in the top of the first inning. 2 outs, 1 on for Landon Fuller. Cleanup hitter. The winner's bracket game will be at 3 tomorrow against Brooksville. The loser's bracket game will be at noon against Sneads. First pitch, a strike to Fuller. Next pitch, fastball outside, and the count evens at 1-1. Good job by the field crew to get this field playable as quickly as possible. They're also back underway in one of the AAA state tournament games and also in the Ozone State Tournament. Next pitch to Fuller is fouled off out of play. And that will even the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes. 2 outs with a runner at first, top of the first. Game scheduled for 6. Leadington works from the stretch. His 2-2 pitch, a little bit low. Full count. Game times tomorrow here in the majors, 9, noon, and 3. As the next pitch, down low for ball 4. So Frostproof threatening with 2 on and 2 outs. Third walk issued by Leadington. And here is Makai Gilliam. Gilliam, the starting shortstop. Where's number 1? He'll bat for the right side against the right-handed pitcher. Well, once again, folks, if you would like to send a shout-out, send them via text message. The number for this game, area code 352-258-8450. 352-258-8450. Timeout called by San Antonio as their coach is going to pay a visit to the mound. Entire infield will gather in on this conversation. And the conversation now over. Leadington doing a little maintenance on the mound. He's ready. Comes set and delivers. And a slow roller left side on the third base side picked up by Leadington. His throw to first will be in time. 1-3 put out to end the inning. No runs, no hits, no errors. There were 3 walks in the inning, but no runs scored. We move to the bottom of the first inning. It's Frostproof nothing. San Antonio coming to the plate right here on JockJive.com.
Player in the game.
The Dwarf King movie is officially going into pre-production.
We're sending somebody to Guatemala.
To track down all the things that'll make it authentic.
I told them you would go too.
No, I'm not getting in an airplane, and I'm not going to Guatemala.
We need to know exactly what's happening before the freaking Wonder Twins unite.
I have a spy on the ground. He's giving me information.
I want to be a player. Charge between 3 and 5K. Shouldn't be a problem, should it?
They think that we're a part of this American drug cartel, La Rubia and El Bruto.
No one messes with LJ!
El Bruto? I kind of like that. That's got a ring to it.
You just have to make sure that first, they don't succeed. You're not trying to Bill Cosby me.
Once again, you can check us out on Facebook and Twitter. I hope that you'll like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter. We keep you updated. If there are any weather delays, as we've had today. We move to the bottom of the first inning. Talon Maple will lead things off, followed by Lenny Mercado and Logan Fernandez, and they will face the right-handed pitcher, Landon Fuller. No score here in the bottom of the first. If you would like to purchase an audio copy of this game or any game during the state tournament, they're only $5. Email info@jockjive.com. INFO, info@jockjive.com. Let us know which game or games you want. Only $5 for a downloadable copy per game. The manager for San Antonio, Marvin Francis. He is assisted by coaches Tim Maple and Noel Mercado. Fuller continuing his warm-up tosses. 7 teams participating here in the Majors tournament. Sneads, Brooksville, San Antonio, Frostproof, Alta, Avon Park, and Sneads. And Mariana. Mariana receiving a bye. They will play at 9 a.m. tomorrow against the winner of our next game between Alta and Avon Park. Maple will step in right side. Righty versus righty matchup here in the bottom of the first. And the first pitch of the inning is lined into center field for a base hit. Maple will hold at first base with a leadoff single. That will send up the shortstop, number 21, Lenny Mercado. Fuller works from the stretch, and his first pitch is fouled back for strike one. Well, the rain has certainly cooled things off a bit, as the current temperature in Bristol is 73 degrees. So a little break in the weather as far as the heat goes. Next pitch up and in. In fact, Mercado down to one knee to avoid being hit by the pitch. But tomorrow, well, we expect a high of around maybe 95, 96 degrees. Swing and a miss, runner going to second. The throw, the tag, and he is out at second base. Nice throw by the catcher, Perez. Put it right where it needed to be for his shortstop, Gilliam, who will make the putout. Maple caught stealing 2-6. Next pitch to Mercado, misses for a ball. And that's your first out of the inning. Fuller still working from the stretch. His next pitch reached out for and fouled off at home plate. Mercado got a piece of it to stay alive. Well, both teams have had their leadoff guy thrown out at second. Both of them caught stealing 2-6. Popped up into the gap in left center field. The center fielder on the run. He won't get to it. It's a base hit for Mercado, who takes a big turn, but he'll hold it first with a one-out single. Back-to-back hits for San Antonio. And here's Logan Fernandez. Fernandez starting in center field. Where's number 7? Big, tall right-hander. And a fastball from Fuller gets to the backstop. That'll be a wild pitch, and Mercado moves to second. San Antonio with a runner in scoring position and one out. Next pitch to Fernandez. That's in there for a called strike. That will even the count at 1-1. The 1-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. He went down for it and missed it. The runner going to third. The throw to third. He's out at third base. This time it's Luke Thornton, the third baseman, applying the tag. And Mercado is caught stealing 2-5. Quickly, 2 gone now with the bases empty. One ball, 2 strikes to Fernandez. A 1-2 pitch. Ground ball down the first base line, scooped up by the first baseman, and Ogburn will apply the tag on Fernandez to end the inning. No runs, a couple of hits, no errors, and no one left on base. We've completed 1. We're scheduled for 6. No score between San Antonio and Frostproof.
There in the game.
The Dwarf King movie is officially going into pre-production.
Sending somebody to Guatemala
To track down all the things that'll make it authentic.
I told them you would go too.
No, I'm not getting in an airplane, and I'm not going to Guatemala.
We need to know exactly what's happening before the freaking Wonder Twins unite.
I have a spy on the ground. He's giving me information.
I want to be a player. Charge between 3 and 5K. Shouldn't be a problem, should it?
They think that we're a part of this American drug cartel, La Rubia and El Bruto.
No one messes with LJ!
El Bruto? I kind of like that. That's got a ring to it.
You just have to make sure that first, they don't succeed. You're not trying to Bill Cosby me.
Frostproof will send up batters 6, 7, and 8 here in the top of the second. Albert Plain the third will lead it off. Starting left fielder against Ashton Leddington. Leddington walked 3 in the first inning, but he also struck out 1. Did not allow a run nor hit. No score, top of the second. Once again, our shout-out number, if you want to send a shout-out via text message, it's area code 352-258-8450. 352-258-8450. Send your shout-out via text message. Plain, a left-handed hitter. He steps in, and the first pitch from the right-hander is on the outside corner for strike 1. The 0-1 pitch. Outside to even the count. One and one the count. Next pitch, swing and a miss. Strike 2. Other scores from today. The other state tournaments taking place here in Bristol, as this one is grounded foul to third. In the Ozone Division I state tournament, Spring Hill American edged Sebring 3-2. It was Shalimar 10, Franklin County nothing in the Division II Ozone state tournament. Ground ball to third, scooped up by the third baseman. The throw to first gets by the first baseman. Plain is on his way to second. He'll get there without a throw. So a runner in scoring position to start the top of the second for Frostproof. Also today in the AAA Division I state tournament, Spring Hill National defeated Chipley 20-2. Sebring shut out Mariana 9-0. First pitch to the next batter, Grayson Davis, taken for ball 1. And in the AAA Division II state tournament, as that one's in there for a strike, it was Avon Park 18, Franklin County 3, and San Antonio defeated West Volusia 19-4. Next pitch also a strike, 1-2. Meanwhile, no score, but Frostproof threatening with a runner at second and nobody out. Here at the top of the second. Swung on and fouled off, got a piece of it to stay alive. Albert Plain the third at second base. Second time in as many innings that Frostproof has had a runner in scoring position. Next pitch fouled back. And a ground ball right side, but right to the first baseman. And going to the bag is Trent Coleman. 3 unassisted, 1 away. Plain moves to third. Here's Garrett Courtney, starting second baseman. Courtney takes a strike on the outside corner. Next pitch bounces in the dirt. Runners coming home as it gets away. The throw is late, and Frostproof takes the first lead of the game. A wild pitch scores Albert Plain the third. The batter, Courtney, getting some instruction from his coach down at third base. Base is empty now. Righty versus righty matchup. The next pitch almost hitting. So he hits the ground, but able to get out of the way of it. Timeout call by San Antonio. That's going to be it for Ashton Leadington. They will make a pitching change here in the top of the second inning. So we will take a break. We'll tell you about the new pitcher when we come back. 1-0 Frostproof leads it here at the top of the second inning.
Player in the game.
The Dwarf King movie is officially going into pre-production.
Sending somebody to Guatemala.
To track down all the things that'll make it authentic.
I told them you would go too.
No, I'm not getting in an airplane, and I'm not going to Guatemala.
We need to know exactly what's happening before the freaking Wonder Twins unite.
I have a spy on the ground. He's giving me information. I want to be a player.
Charge between 3 and 5K. Shouldn't be a problem, should it?
They think that we're a part of this American drug cartel, La Rubia and El Bruto.
No one messes with LJ!
El Bruto? I kind of like that. That's got a ring to it.
You just have to make sure that first, they don't succeed. You're not trying to Bill Cosby me.
The new pitcher is number 21, right-hander Lenny Mercado. And he will inherit, I believe it's a 2-1 count on Garrett Courtney. Base is empty with one out. 1 run in. Frostproof with a 1-0 lead in the top of the second. First pitch from Mercado. That one's outside for another ball. 3-1. Mercado delivers low and outside. That's ball 4. A 1-out base runner. And here's Antonio Cobb Jr. starting in center field. Number 2, right-handed hitter. The 9th batter in the lineup. And the first pitch a little bit low for ball 1. 1-0. Well, each team bats 1 through 12, and then we return to a 9-man rotation for the rest of the game. Next one's fouled back. That will even the count at 1-1. Courtney at first with 1 out. The 1-1 pitch. It's outside for ball 2. 2-1. Frostproof with the red tops, the white lettering and numerals, the gray pants. And a wild pitch to the backstop. That will get the runner to second. Next pitch to Cobb. That's in the dirt for ball 4. 2 on with 1 out. And that will set up the number 10 hitter in the order, number 23, Waylon Courtney. First pitch from Mercado. Outside corner, called strike 1. A 1 pitch. That's another wild pitch. It's to the backstop. Both runners going to try and advance. The throw to third, not in time. Courtney at third base, Cobb at second. Chance for Frostproof to increase the lead as both runners are now in scoring position. Courtney shows bunt, pulls the bat back, takes a ball. The runner thought about coming home as he got away from the catcher, but not far enough to advance that runner home. I think it was a good idea there by Courtney to hold tight. Or by, Garrett Courtney. Waylon Courtney at the plate, Garrett Courtney at third. And Waylon Courtney shows bunt, pulls the bat back, and takes the ball. Next pitch. Swing and a miss. Now we'll leave it the count at 2-2. Two pitch, swing and a miss, strike 3. First strikeout for Lenny Mercado. That's the second out of the inning. 2 outs for the number 11 hitter in the order, number 24, Evan Steedley. Righty versus righty matchup. First pitch. Mercado fires it in there, just missed the strike zone for ball 1. Right across the plate, though. The 1-0 pitch. Outside. 2-0. A 2-0 delivery. Swing and a miss. Good pitch by Mercado. He kept it low and away. Kind of tailed away from Steedley. And Steedley's coach tells him to step out and wants to have a word with him. A little instruction and a pat on the back. The 2-1 delivery. Fastball low and outside, ball 3. Number 12 hitter Jackson Edmondson on deck. The 3-1 pitch. That's in the dirt, ball 4. So the bases are loaded for Frostproof with 2 outs. Courtney at third base, Cobb at second, Steedley at first. Edmonston, the starting right fielder, another right-handed hitter. He'll take strike 1. Top of the order on deck. Frostproof with a 1-0 lead in the top of the second inning. Next pitch, blew it by him. Swing and a miss by Edmonston to even the count at 1-1. Once again, folks, if you'd like to send a shout-out, send it via text message, area code 258-8450. The next pitch up and in, and it's 2-1. The 2-1 delivery. That's across the plate. Actually, 2-2 delivery, is called strike 3. 1 run does come home. Albert playing the third, reached on an error and ended up scoring on a wild pitch. We'll head to the bottom of the second. It's Frostproof 1, San Antonio nothing, here in the Dixie Youth Baseball Major State Tournament from Bristol.
Player in the game.
The Dwarf King movie is officially going into pre-production.
You're sending somebody to Guatemala.
To track down all the things that'll make it authentic.
I told them you would go too.
No, I'm not getting in an airplane, and I'm not going to Guatemala.
We need to know exactly what's happening before the freaking Wonder Twins unite.
I have a spy on the ground. He's giving me information. I want to be a player.
Charge between 3 and 5K. Shouldn't be a problem, should it?
They think that we're a part of this American drug cartel, La Rubia and El Bruto.
No one messes with LJ!
El Bruto? I kind of like that. That's got a ring to it.
You just have to make sure that first, they don't succeed. You're not trying to Bill Cosby me.
Once again, don't forget to like us on Facebook and follow us on Twitter. Facebook.com/Jock Jive Sports. Also on Twitter @Jock Jive. We'll keep you updated with scores, schedules, and weather delays if we experience them. Batters 4, 5, and 6 coming up for San Antonio here in the bottom of the second inning. Ashton Lettington will lead it off. First pitch in there for strike 1. Next pitch, a little bit low, and that will even the count at 1-1. A swing and a miss. And Fuller has him behind in the count, 1-2. The 1-2 pitch outside, ball 2, 2-2. San Antonio, you see their 2 hits. They had both hits in the first inning. But both times, the runner was caught stealing. As that one misses low and away for a ball. Full count. The 3-2 pitch. Low and outside, ball 4. Leadoff base runner to start the second inning. So the tying run aboard with Yanni Mercado coming to the plate. Mercado, the starting third baseman. He'll take the first pitch outside for a ball, 1-0. Swing and a miss. That one across the plate. Mercado couldn't catch up. Runner going to go to second. Kind of a delayed steal. The throw down there is not in time. And Lettington gets a stolen base. So he's now in scoring position with nobody out. Next pitch outside for a ball. 2-1. The 2-1 delivery from Fuller. Popped up in the outfield, left side. The center fielder coming all the way over to left field, but the left fielder makes the catch as the center fielder runs into him. Runner tagging and trying to come home from second, and Lettington's going to get in there safely. Boy, Ashton Lettington tagging up on the play. And scoring all the way from second base. And that ties the game at 1 apiece. So the base is now empty for Trent Coleman. And he swings and misses at the first pitch for strike one. A 1 delivery. That's in there for a strike, 0-2. The 0-2 delivery. Fouled back. Fuller looking for his first strikeout of the game. His 0-2 pitch to the backstop, ball 1. One game. We're in the bottom of the second. Game scheduled for 6. Next pitch to Coleman. Swing and a miss. Good pitch by Fuller. He kept it low. Coleman out on strikes for out number 2. Base is empty. Here's Alfredo Carrillo, the right fielder, number 16. First pitch taken for ball 1. Next pitch right across the plate. That's in there for a called strike, and that will even the count at 1-1. 2 outs. Base is empty here in the bottom of the second. 1-1 game. Fuller from the stretch. His next pitch just a little bit low on the outside part of the plate. Fuller thought it was a strike, but it's called a ball. The 2-1 delivery. That's outside for a ball, 3-1. The 3-1 pitch, grounded foul to first. Next pitch from Fuller. Called strike 3 on the outside corner. So that will do it for San Antonio here in the bottom of the second inning. They do plate 1 run without a hit. Sac fly by Mercado, and Leddington scored from second on the play. After 2, it's a 1-1 game. Back with more baseball here in Bristol right after this.
Player in the game.
The Dwarf King movie is officially going into pre-production.
Sending somebody to Guatemala.
To track down all the things that'll make it authentic.
I told them you would go too.
No, I'm not getting in an airplane, and I'm not going to Guatemala.
We need to know exactly what's happening before the freaking Wonder Twins unite.
I have a spy on the ground. He's giving me information. I want to be a player.
Charge between 3 and 5K. Shouldn't be a problem, should it?
They think that we're a part of this American drug cartel, La Rubia and El Bruto.
No one messes with LJ!
El Bruto? I kind of like that. That's got a ring to it.
You just have to make sure that first, they don't succeed.
You're not trying to Bill Cosby me.
Frostproof with 1 run on no hits. They've committed no errors. San Antonio with 1 run on 2 hits. They've committed 1 error. Top of the order for Frostproof here in the top of the 3rd inning. Miguel Perez leads it off in the first pitch. Bounces off a home plate for ball 1. Well, the lights are on here at the ballpark. And we had about a 3-hour weather delay, but we're back playing baseball again. The 1-0 pitch. Low ball 2, 2-0. Still 1 game to go tonight on this field. Our final majors game will be Alpha versus Avon Park. Next pitch called strike on the outside corner, 2-1. Game scheduled for 6. 2-1 delivery. Swung on and fouled off out of play. 2-2. Liddy Mercado in relief of starter Ashton Leddington. Right-hander against the right-hander Miguel Perez, who walked his first time up but was caught stealing. This pitch is low for ball 3, full count. The 3-2 pitch. Swung on and fouled off. Got a piece of it to stay alive. Mercado steps off. Now steps back on, looks in, and comes set. His 3-2 pitch. That is outside, ball 4. That's the 7th walk for San Antonio pitching. 3 in the first, 3 in the second, 1 to start the 3rd. Stetson Ogburn, the batter. He'll take the first pitch in the dirt. The runner's going to go to second. The throw to second, not in time. It goes into center field, and that will get the runner to 3rd. So a stolen base and then an error to put Perez at 3rd base. Second error of the game committed by San Antonio. Next pitch to Ogburn. That's a wild pitch, but the runner will hold at 3rd base. Two balls, no strikes. Nobody out. Here in the top of the 3rd inning. 1-1 game. Next pitch over the head of the batter. Another wild pitch. The runner's coming home. This time the throw gets by the pitcher. Perez will score the go-ahead run. And Frostproof now leads it 2-1. Base is empty for Ogburn. Timeout call by San Antonio. We might see a new pitcher here. Entire infield gathered in on this conversation. And a change has been made. So a new pitcher for San Antonio. It's a right-hander coming in for Mercado. This is Yanni Mercado. Once again, folks, if you would like to send a shout-out, send it via text message. We have lost a big part of our audience after a 3-hour delay, but if we have anyone out there that would like to send a shout-out, send it via text message to 352 area code 258-8450, 352-258-8450. So Yanni Mercado will replace Lenny Mercado with nobody out there in the third. Ogburn struck out his first time up, but he's ahead in the count 3-0. The 3-0 pitch is outside for ball 4. And the ball got by the catcher. He's going to go to second. The throw to second is not in time. So Frostproof with some heads-up base running to put a runner in scoring position for Luke Thornton, who shows bunt and lays it down foul, first base side, strike one. Frostproof with 1 run in the second, 1 run so far here in the third inning. 2-1. Leading San Antonio. Next pitch taken outside for a ball that will even the count at 1-1. Runner going to go to third. The throw to third, not in time. So again, Ogburn picking the perfect moment to take off for the next base. He's now at third with nobody out. And this one bunted up in the air, but caught by the catcher right on home plate. And that is Ashton Leddington behind the plate catching. That's also the first out of the inning. 1 out for Landon Fuller, starting pitcher today. First pitch outside. It gets off the glove of the catcher to the backstop. Runner coming home. The throw not in time. And Frostproof takes a 3-1 lead. Base is empty for Fuller. And that one almost hit him inside with a pitch for ball 1. Frostproof reclaiming the lead after San Antonio had tied it in the bottom of the second. This one's outside for a ball, 2-0 to Fuller. Fuller hits this one into left field. Left fielder was playing deep. He comes in and it drops in front of him. That is Cole Renner out there in left field, but he's playing pretty deep. That's the first hit of the game for Frostproof. Runner first, one out. And Makai Gilliam grounds this one to the pitcher, who fires it over to first in time. Mercado looked at second, realized he didn't have the out there, so he went with a sure thing. 1-3 put out. Good as a sacrifice, though, as Fuller moves to second. That is the second out. 2 outs for left-handed hitting Albert Plain III. First pitch outside corner, called strike one. Mercado from the stretch. His next pitch off the glove of the catcher. That'll be a pass ball. And moving to third is Fuller. Frostproof looking to add to this 3-1 lead. Plain takes a strike. 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. A 2-run lead for Frostproof here in the top of the third inning. The 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. And that will do it for Frostproof. But they send 6 batters to the plate here in the third inning. They score 2 runs. We move to the bottom of the third. It's now Frostproof 3, San Antonio 1 right here on JockJive.com. Don't forget, if you would like to purchase an audio copy of this game or any game during the state tournament, they are available for only $5. We'll send you a downloadable copy, $5 per game. Just send an email to info, that's INFO, info@jockjive.com. Let us know which game or games you're interested in for a $5 downloadable copy, audio copy per game. San Antonio will look to answer in the bottom of the third inning. They will send up batters 8, 9, and 10. And I believe that's still Landon Fuller out there on the mound. See if I can check a number. Fuller allowing a run last inning without giving up a hit. And that is, in fact, Fuller still on the mound. Fuller walked Lettington to begin the inning. Lettington stole second and scored on a sac fly to left field. The left fielder and the center fielder kind of ran into each other. The center fielder fell down. The left fielder held on to the ball, remained on his feet. But just, I guess, enough of a collision to kind of throw things off a little bit. And Lettington with a heads-up play, good speed, able to come home. Andrew Spencer, followed by Luke Renner and Joseph Knight. 8, 9, and 10 here in the third. Once again, Brooksville a winner earlier today over Sneads, 13-1. The winner of this game will play Brooksville at 3 o'clock tomorrow. Sneads will play the loser tomorrow at noon. Spencer steps in right side against the right-hander Fuller. And the first pitch here in the bottom of the third is grounded foul towards third. Well, there is no scoreboard with balls and strikes. The official scorekeeper located right behind home plate. I'm up in the press box, so at times it's a little tougher to keep up with the count. I'm at the mercy of the home plate umpire to show the count. This 1-1 pitch is low for a ball, and the count is now 2-1. And even when the umpire shows the balls and strikes, he's showing it to the pitcher and putting his hands in front of his face, which obscures my view of it. So occasionally it might be a pitch behind. The 2-1 pitch, that's over the head of the catcher for ball 3, 3-1. San Antonio trails 3-1, batting in the bottom of the third inning. Game scheduled for 6, so still a long way to go in this one. Not even halfway done. The 3-1 delivery, called strike on the outside corner, 3-2. First at bat today for Spencer. And this one hit, and now grounded to second. And on to first base. The putout is made. 4-3 putout for the first out of the inning. One out for Luke Renner, the left fielder. I'll take a strike, 0-1. 0-1 pitch. Fastball outside. That evens the count at 1-1. Timeout called by Frostproof as their coach is heading to the mound. The manager is Jeremy Jackson. He's assisted by Orrin Thornton and Chris Toller. This one's fouled back after a brief meeting to the mound. 1-2 the count. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out. Base is empty. Bottom of the third. San Antonio trails by 2. A 1-2 pitch. That one is hit right side of the infield. It dies on the dirt on the first base side. Picked up by the pitcher. Fuller does a good job of getting to it quickly, and he makes the putout. 1-3 for out number 2. Boy, once it hit that clay, after the rain that we've had, I mean, it just stopped on a dime. Fuller able to get to it, though, and chance for a 1-2-3 inning. The next batter, Joseph Knight, swings and misses at the first pitch. 0-1 the count. If you'd like to send a shout out, do so by sending it via text message. The number 352-258-8450. Called strike outside corner, 0-2. Fuller looking for his third strikeout of the game. He struck out 2 in the second. Next pitch, low and inside for ball 1, 1-2. The 1-2 pitch. That one's hit foul out of play. Look out over there on third base. Or the fan in the stands, rather. There comes the 1-2 pitch. Did he go? Check swing. Yes, he did go around. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Third strikeout for Landon Fuller, who retires the side in order. After 3, it remains Frostproof 3, San Antonio 1, right here on JockJive.com. As we head to the top of the 4th, I want to remind you folks that we hope that you will like us on Facebook and follow us on Twitter. We update scores, schedules, and if we have any weather issues, that's where you're going to hear about it on the Jock Jive Facebook page. Facebook.com/Jock Jive Sports and on Twitter at Jock Jive. Here in the top of the 4th inning, Frostproof will send up batters 7, 8, and 9. Bottom third of the order against Yanni Mercado. 3-1 Frostproof, scoring 1 in the 2nd, 2 in the 3rd. Timeout called as the home plate umpire looks over to the scorer's table. And San Antonio coach, I think, maybe making a substitution. Maybe. Although he walks away from the table shaking his head no, so I'm not sure what that discussion was about. And now the home plate umpire will walk over and talk with the coach, and the coach is coming back towards the official scorekeeper. Well, whatever was being discussed, he has waved it off, so we're ready to begin the inning. Top of the 4th, 3-1 Frostproof. Grayson Davis to lead it off. Grounded out to first his first time up, and he's jammed on the pitch and fouls it back for strike 1. Once again, our shout-out number, if you want to send a shout-out, send it via text message. Area code 352-258-8450. 352-258-8450. This pitch outside for a ball. 1-1 the count. The next pitch. Swing and a miss. 1-2. Mercado looking for his second strikeout since coming in relief. That one is delivered outside, though, and the count evens at 2-2. The 2-2 delivery. Swung on and hit into left field for a base hit. For Frostproof, just their second hit of the game. Leadoff base runner, and that sends up Garrett Courtney. Courtney steps in right side. And the first pitch from Mercado. That's taken low for ball one. Throw goes to first, not in time. Garrett Courtney walked his first time up, was left stranded at third. In fact, Frostproof failed to score. Actually, they did score one run, but they left the bases loaded in that second inning. Next pitch misses for a ball. Mercado from the stretch with a runner at first. And the pitch is swung on and missed. It gets by the catcher. That's going to get the runner to second. So Grayson Davis in scoring position with nobody out. The next pitch to Courtney. Called strike three. Courtney caught looking for the first down. Here's Antonio Cobb Jr., the center fielder. He also walked his first time up. Mercado from the stretch with a runner at second. And the pitch, wild pitch, that's going to get to the backstop. The runner will advance to third. The throw to third gets into left field. However, Davis was still on the ground when that ball went past the third baseman. So Davis will have to hold there at third. One out with a runner at third. The top of the order on deck. Frostproof with a 3-1 lead. We're in the top of the fourth. Next pitch. Just missed for a ball. As this next one's fouled off at home plate. Mercado delivers to the plate, and it's lined on a soft liner to the shortstop, who makes the catch, throws back to third, double play. That will do it for Frostproof. They threatened but failed to score as Davis is picked off on the double play to end the inning. No runs, a hit, no errors, no one left on base. We move to the bottom of the fourth. It remains Frostproof 3, San Antonio 1. Here at the Dixie Youth Baseball Major State Tournament from Liberty County.
Player in the game.
The Dwarf King movie is officially going into pre-production.
Sending somebody to Guatemala.
To track down all the things that'll make it authentic.
I told them you would go too.
No, I'm not getting in an airplane, and I'm not going to Guatemala.
We need to know exactly what's happening before the freaking Wonder Twins unite.
I have a spy on the ground. He's giving me information. I want to be a player.
Charge between 3 and 5K. Shouldn't be a problem, should it?
They think that we're a part of this American drug cartel, La Rubia and El Bruto.
No one messes with LJ!
El Bruto? I kind of like that. That's got a ring to it.
You just have to make sure that first, they don't succeed. You're not trying to Bill Cosby me.
There you see the line score. Each team with 2 hits. But Frostproof with 2 more runs. Frostproof scored 2 runs in the 3rd inning on just 1 hit. Also had a run without a hit in the 2nd. Landon Fuller has gone the distance so far. He's back out to start the 4th. He'll face batters 12, 1, and 2. San Antonio down 2. And Fuller has retired 6 in a row. Timeout as the home plate umpire, San Antonio manager at the scorer's tent. Well, we should be in pretty good shape as far as the weather. Maybe as late as tomorrow afternoon. A little break from the rain so that we can stay on schedule. Be a late night, but at least we will be caught up after we conclude our next game. Alta and Avon Park coming up next. The game was scheduled to start at 6. Cole Renner will lead things off. Batters 11, 1, and 2. They only have 11 on the roster. And the first pitch from Fuller here in the bottom of the 4th inning is inside for ball 1 as it brushes Renner down to the ground. 1-0 the count. The 1-0 pitch. That's across the plate, right down the middle, called strike, 1-1. The 1-1 pitch. That's in there for a strike, 1-2. The 1-2 delivery. Swing and a miss. Fuller blew it by him. That's back-to-back strikeouts for Landon Fuller going back to last inning. His 4th strikeout of the game. Fuller with 2 strikeouts in the 2nd, 1 in the 3rd, 1 in the 4th. Base is empty with 1 out. Here's the top of the order. Talon Maple. Fastball low, ball 1. Maple singled in the 1st inning, but was caught stealing 2-6. Thrown out by the catcher to the shortstop. The 1-0 pitch. Just missed. A little bit low on the outside corner to even the count at 1-1. The 1-1 pitch from Fuller. That's right there for strike 2. Fuller seems to be getting stronger as the game wears on. 7 in a row retired by Landon Fuller. The 1-2 pitch Outside, ball 2, 2-2. The 2-2 delivery. Swung on and hit pretty well to left field. On the run, the left fielder, and he leaps up in the air and makes the catch and takes away an extra base hit. Boy, if that ball gets by, it's at least a double, but a leaping catch is made out there in left field. I believe that's Albert Plain in left field. Great play for the second out. Very athletic. 2 gone. Here's Lenny Mercado. Lenny had a base hit to left field in the first. A 2-out pitch from Fuller. Inside for a ball. Next pitch. That's outside for another ball. And ball 4 down low. So on 4 pitches, Mercado walks to snap the string. 8 in a row had been retired. And a quick timeout called by Frostproof. San Antonio batting in the bottom of the 4th inning, trailing 3-1. Logan Fernandez will step in. First pitch to the right-hander is a swing and a miss for strike 1. The 0-1 pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Fuller looking for his second strikeout of the inning. Would be his 5th of the game. He's ahead, 0-2. The 0-2 pitch. A little bit low. Runner going to second. The throw to second. The tag, and he is out at second. Mercado caught stealing 2-6 to end the inning. So a couple of big defensive plays by Frostproof. Keep San Antonio off the board. And by the way, that was Albert Plain III who had made that catch. He just got a bear hug from his coach as he came to the first base side, heading to the dugout. We're through 4. It remains Frostproof 3, San Antonio 1, right here on ChalkJive.com.
Player in the game.
The Dwarf King movie is officially going into pre-production.
Sending somebody to Guatemala.
To track down all the things that'll make it authentic.
I told them you would go too.
No, I'm not getting in an airplane, and I'm not going to Guatemala.
We need to know exactly what's happening before the freaking Wonder Twins unite.
I have a spy on the ground. He's giving me information.
I want to be a player. Charge between 3 and 5K. Shouldn't be a problem, should it?
They think that we're a part of this American drug cartel, La Rubia and El Bruto.
No one messes with LJ!
El Bruto? I kind of like that. That's got a ring to it.
You just have to make sure that first, they don't succeed. You're not trying to Bill Cosby me.
Each team with 2 hits, but Frostproof with a 2-run lead as we head to the top of the 5th. Yanni Mercado, the third pitcher used today by San Antonio, on the mound. He'll face the top of the order. Miguel Perez to lead it off. Perez has walked twice. He was caught stealing in the first, but then actually stole a base in the second, or the third inning rather. And then the throw went into center field and he took third base. He would end up scoring on a wild pitch. Part of a 2-run third inning. The first pitch to the right-hander outside, ball 1. So the third at bat for Perez, who has reached base twice so far. Righty versus righty matchup. Next pitch outside for ball 2, 2-0. The 2-0 pitch. Outside, 3-0. So far in this game, Frostproof has gotten its leadoff hitter on base in every inning. 3-0 pitch in there for a strike to make it 3-1. Perez led off the first with a walk. Albert playing the third, reached on an error to start the second. Perez walked to start the third, and Davis singled to start the fourth. There's ball 4, so the streak continues. And that's the third time that Perez has walked in this game. Twice the leadoff guy has scored 2 of their 3 runs. Stetson Ogburn, the batter. He walked and scored last time up. He'll take the first pitch up and in, ball 1. Ogburn also struck out in the first inning. The 1-0 pitch. In there for a called strike to even the count. The 1-1 pitch. Wild pitch to the backstop. That's going to get the runner to second. So Perez in scoring position with nobody out. Frostproof looks to add to its 3-1 lead here in the 5th. Next pitch. Swung on and fouled off. Once again, only one final so far in the major state tournament. That was Brooksville, a 13-1 winner earlier today against Sneads. Winner of this game will play Brooksville tomorrow afternoon at 3. The loser will play Sneads tomorrow at noon. The 2-2 pitch. Wild pitch in the dirt to the backstop. It's going to get the runner to third. So Perez at third base with nobody out. Looking to score for the second time today. Mercado from the stretch. His 3-2 pitch is lifted into center field. That's going to drop for a base hit. An RBI single for Stetson Ogburn. And Frostproof plates another run to take a 4-1 lead. Third hit of the game for Frostproof. And that's going to be it for Yanni Mercado. We're going to have a new pitcher. This will be the 4th pitcher of the game by San Antonio. It will be a right-hander. Number 27, Talon Maple. And he will face Luke Thornton, who is 0 for 1 with a walk and a pop-up to the catcher. Frostproof with 1 run in the second, 2 runs in the third, and 1 run here in the fifth. Still to come, we have one more major state tournament game today. Alpha and Avon Park. That game was scheduled to start at 6, but we had a 3-hour weather delay, and that game probably going to start closer to 9. Be a late one here at the ballpark, but at least we'll be on schedule. Once again, if you'd like to send a shout-out, send it via text message. Area code 352-258-8450. That's 352-258-8450. We got a shout-out. This one says, go Luke Thornton of Frostproof from Nana and Papa. Thank you, guys. Appreciate you catching back up with us here after this 3-hour weather delay. For those of you just tuning in, Frostproof leads 4-1. Frostproof is batting in the top of the fifth. They've got a runner at first with nobody out. And Maple on in relief, the 4th pitcher used today by San Antonio. He'll face Luke Thornton, who's looking for his first hit. Righty versus righty matchup. The first pitch, low for a ball. The runner thought about going to second, but will hold. And there's ball 1 to Thornton. A 3-run lead for Frostproof. Next pitch. That's low for a ball, 2-0. Frostproof with the first run of the game in the second inning. Albert playing the third, led off on a ball hit to third, but it was misplayed or a throwing error to first. Plain would end up scoring on a wild pitch. That's this one inside as Thornton ducks underneath it. And the count now 3-0. San Antonio tied the game in the bottom of the second after a leadoff walk. Ashton Lettington went to second, stole second, and then scored on a sac fly to left field from second base. There is ball 4 to Thornton. That's going to put runners at first and second. Still nobody out here in the fifth. So it was 1-1 heading to the third, but then Frostproof answered with 2 runs in the top of the third inning. Ground ball just fouled down the third base line by Landon Fuller. And now another run here in the fifth to make it 4-1 Frostproof. This pitch called a strike on the outside corner. 0-2. In that 2-run third inning, Perez and Ogburn walked. Both scored on wild pitches. Next pitch called strike 3. Big strikeout there for Maple for the first out of the inning. Fuller caught looking. That sends up Makai Gilliam. He has grounded out to the pitcher twice today, 0 for 2. Runners at first and second. The first pitch in the dirt. Nice stop behind the plate by the catcher, Lettington. Kept it in front of him. Ogburn at second, Thornton at first. The next pitch. Ball up and in. Brushes Gilliam off the plate for ball 2. The 2-0 pitch. It's up high for a ball, 3-0. The 3-0 delivery. That is low for ball 4. So the base is loaded for Frostproof here in the 5th with 1 out. That sends up Albert Plain, who made that great catch out in left field. Timeout call by his coach down at third base, but also San Antonio calling timeout, as their coach will pay a visit to the mound. Frostproof with the bases loaded, looking to add to a 3-run lead. Albert Plain III has reached on an air and scored. He's also struck out. First pitch to the left-hander is high. It's off the glove of the catcher to the backstop. Runner coming home. The throw to the plate is late. And Frostproof takes a 5-1 lead. Ogburn scores from third. Thornton moves to third. Gilliam now at second. The next pitch fouled off at home plate. And we'll even the count at 1-1 strike. The 1-1 pitch, swing, and maybe a foul ball. I think he got a piece of it. So 1-2, the count. The 1-2 pitch. Reached down for and lifted foul out of play. Plain protecting the plate to stay alive. 1 out, 2 on here in the 5th. 5-1, a 4-run lead for Frostproof. Brooksville awaits the winner tomorrow afternoon at 3. Sneads will play the loser tomorrow at noon. The next pitch high for a ball. That will even the count at 2-2. The 2-2 delivery. Inside, ball 3, full count. The 3-2 pitch. This is hit left side on the ground and into center field for a base hit. 1 run will score. 2 runs will score. A 2 RBI single for Albert Plain III. Luke Thornton and Makai Gilliam both scoring on the play. And it's now 7-1 Frostproof. We'll send up Grayson Davis. Runner at first with 1 out. Davis singled last time up. I'll take the first pitch for strike 1. The 0-1 pitch. Well, he chased one way up high out of the strike zone above his head, and his coach calls timeout. Just to offer some words of encouragement. Maple looking for a strikeout here. But he delivers outside for a ball. Runner at first with one out. 4 runs across the plate here in the top of the 5th for Frostproof. The next pitch is swung on, popped up, left side, foul territory. Third baseman coming in, and in foul territory, the catch will be made at third base by Yanni Mercado. That's the second out of the inning. Two outs for Garrett Courtney. First pitch to the right-hander. He reaches down, but he can't connect on a low pitch. Good pitch by Maple, who has him behind quickly, 0-1. The 0-1 delivery. Swing and a miss. That one kind of tailed away from him. 0-2. Righty versus righty matchup. 2 outs. Runner at first. And the 0-2 pitch. Up high and inside for ball 1. Looking ahead to the bottom of the 5th, San Antonio will send up 3, 4, and 5. The 1-2 delivery. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. But a big inning for Frostproof. They played 4 runs in the top of the 5th. We move to the bottom of the 5th. It's now Frostproof 7 and San Antonio 1 right here on JockJive.com.
Player in the game.
The Dwarf King movie is officially going into pre-production.
You're sending somebody to Guatemala.
To track down all the things that'll make it authentic.
I told them you would go too.
No, I'm not getting in an airplane, and I'm not going to Guatemala.
We need to know exactly what's happening before the freaking Wonder Twins unite.
I have a spy on the ground. He's giving me information. I want to be a player.
Charge between 3 and 5K. Shouldn't be a problem, should it?
They think that we're a part of this American drug cartel, La Rubia and El Bruto.
No one messes with LJ!
El Bruto? I kind of like that. That's got a ring to it.
You just have to make sure that first, they don't succeed.
You're not trying to Bill Cosby me.
We have a new pitcher for Frostproof. It's a left-hander. Coming in the game is number 1, Makai Gilliam. So Landon Fuller pitches 4 innings and allows just 1 run. There you see your line total. 7 runs, 4 hits, no errors for Frostproof. 1, 2, and 2 for San Antonio. Fuller did a good job of limiting San Antonio, allowing the 2 hits in the first inning. At one point, he retired 8 in a row. Logan Fernandez will lead it off. First pitch fouled off for strike 1. Once again, the winner will play Brooksville tomorrow afternoon at 3 o'clock on this field. Sneads awaits the loser. An elimination game tomorrow at noon. Swing and a miss at the next pitch. And it's 0-2 to Fernandez, who got the start in center field today. He grounded out to first time up, 0 for 1. Next pitch. That one hit in the air, left side, hooking foul. and kind of lands in that no man's land. No one could catch up to it. So the count remains 0-2. Once again, if you would like to send a shout out for this game, the number, send it via text message. Area code 352-258-8450. 352-258-8450. Send your shout out via text message. And this one comes inside and hits him. Leadoff base runner for San Antonio here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Ashton Lettington, the batter. Lettington walked and scored. A runner going to second as the pitch was a ball to throw to second, and they easily get Fernandez. So he is caught stealing. And how about the catcher? Trying to remember if it's Miguel Perez started the game at catcher, but this is a different catcher. Trying to make out a number here. That's not Perez behind the plate that made that put out. One away, base is empty. This one hit opposite field into right field, base hit. The throw gets away, and that's going to get the runner to second. That's the 3rd hit of the game for San Antonio. But getting back to the runners that have been thrown out today, 4 times a Frostproof catcher has thrown out a runner at second base. That's impressive. Swing and a foul tip. Yanni Mercado, the batter. 1 out, 1 on. San Antonio trails by 6, batting in the bottom of the 5th. Game scheduled for 6. The next pitch, that one is lifted into center field for a base hit. Lettington thought about it, but will hold at third base, and runners are on the corners. So back-to-back hits. They had not had a hit since the first. That's their 4th hit of the game. Runners on the corners for Trent Coleman. Coleman pops it up left side of the infield. The third baseman and the pitcher are there. And it's the pitcher coming over, Gilliam, to make the catch for out number 2. Two gone. And here's Alfredo Carrillo. He struck out looking his first time up. He'll take a strike on the inside corner. Runner will go to second. He'll get there without a throw. Runners at second and third with 2 outs. And this one grounded sharply to short. Knocked down, picked up. The throw to first gets by the first baseman. The throw to second, he's out at second base. That will be an error to plate 2 runs. And as we head to the final inning, it's now Frostproof 7, San Antonio 3, right here on JockJive.com.
Player in the game.
The Dwarf King movie is officially going into pre-production.
Sending somebody to Guatemala.
To track down all the things that'll make it authentic.
I told them you would go too.
No, I'm not getting in an airplane, and I'm not going to Guatemala.
We need to know exactly what's happening before the freaking Wonder Twins unite.
I have a spy on the ground. He's giving me information. I want to be a player.
Charge between $3 and $5K. Shouldn't be a problem, should it?
They think that we're a part of this American drug cartel, La Rubia and El Bruto.
No one messes with LJ!
El Bruto? I kind of like that. That's got a ring to it.
You just have to make sure that first, they don't succeed.
You're not trying to Bill Cosby me.
All right, final inning coming up. 2 errors in that last inning by Frostproof. They ended up giving up 2 runs. But they have a 4-run lead as we head to the final inning of play. 9-1-2 due up for Frostproof. They'll try to answer now here in their next at bat. Frostproof with 1 run in the second, 2 runs in the third, and 4 runs in the fifth. San Antonio with 1 run in the second, 2 runs in the fifth. 7-3 Frostproof. Talon Maple in relief, the 4th pitcher today. Back out for the 6th inning. Antonio Cobb Jr. will lead it off, followed by the top of the order. First pitch to Cobb. Bouncing ball right back to the pitcher. Maple throws on to first in time. 1 pitch, 1 out. 1 away. Well, we have not had a 1-2-3 inning for Frostproof. Frostproof as this one comes right back at us by Miguel Perez. San Antonio was retired in order in the 3rd inning, but Frostproof has not been retired in order. Swing and a miss. Perez went low for this one and couldn't connect, and he's quickly behind in the count, 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes. The 0-2 pitch. Up and in, ball 1. Next pitch up high, and that will even the count. 2 balls, 2 strikes with 1 out, bases empty. Frostproof batting in the top of the 6th, our final inning. And our second major state tournament game. Bouncing ball past the first baseman, past the second baseman, into right field for a base hit. First hit today for Miguel Perez. And the 5th hit of the game for Frostproof. Frostproof did not have a hit until the 3rd inning, but since then they've had 1 in every inning. First pitch to Stetson Ogburn, high and away for ball 1. Ogburn has 1 of those hits back in the 5th. He has scored twice today. He's also walked. The 1-0 pitch. Swung on and fouled off, got a piece of it. Count even at 1-1. One pitch. That's up high for ball 2. Frostproof up 7-3 here in the top of the 6th. They've got a runner at first. That next pitch is low for a ball. The count now 3-1. The 3-1 pitch. That's up high, ball 4. So 2 on with 1 out for the number 3 hitter in the order, Luke Thornton. Thornton walked to the first. He popped up to the catcher in the second, or the third rather, and was caught looking, struck out in the 5th. Timeout called. San Antonio going to make a pitching change, I believe. They are. So that will do it for Talon Maple. And our 5th pitcher of the day coming in, a right-hander. This looks like Joseph Knight, number 4. So Joseph Knight continuing his warm-up tosses. And he'll face the number 3 hitter in the order with runners at first and second and 1 out. Once again, folks, if you would like to purchase an audio copy of this game or any game during the state tournament, we'll send you a downloadable copy for only $5. $5 for an audio copy of a state tournament game. Just let us know which game or games you want by emailing info@jockjive.com. INFO, info@jockjive.com. Miguel Perez at second base, Stetson Ogburn at first. Luke Thornton will bat with 1 out and 2 on against the 5th pitcher of the day for San Antonio. And the first pitch is swung on and missed for strike 1. We just had our first extra innings game in the AAA Division II state tournament. Marty Palman calling the action. Get you a final here in just a moment. A swing and a miss, as Thornton has quickly fallen behind 1 and 2. 1 out with 2 on. The next pitch. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Thornton out on strikes for the second out. And that sends out Landon Fuller. Also, we have a final in AAA Division I. We'll get to that final score first, as this pitch is up and in for ball 1. It's Bartow 16, Spring Hill American 1 in 3 innings. So Bartow will advance to the winner's bracket. They will play Holmes County tomorrow at 9 a.m. This one hit just foul, third base side. And with a loss, Spring Hill American will now play on Monday at 3 p.m. against either Chipley or Mariana. Next pitch to Landon Fuller. Foul back. Strike 2. 7-inning game. Port St. Joe a winner in AAA Division II. Port St. Joe 6, Liberty County 5. This one is hit foul again, just foul down the third base line. Next pitch outside to Fuller. Landon Fuller singled in the third inning. He's also walked and struck out. Runners at first and second with 2 outs. Righty versus righty matchup. Next pitch from Joseph Knight. It swung on and missed for strike 3. So Knight gets out of it by striking out the final 2 batters of the inning. And we'll move to the bottom of the 6th. Our score remains Frostproof 7, San Antonio 3, right here on JockJive.com.
Player in the game.
The Dwarf King movie is officially going into pre-production.
Sending somebody to Guatemala.
To track down all the things that'll make it authentic.
I told them you would go too.
No, I'm not getting in an airplane, and I'm not going to Guatemala.
We need to know exactly what's happening before the freaking Wonder Twins unite.
I have a spy on the ground. He's giving me information.
I don't want to be a player. Charge between 3 and 5K. Shouldn't be a problem, should it?
They think that we're a part of this American drug cartel, La Rubia and El Bruto.
No one messes with LJ!
El Bruto? I kind of like that. That's got a ring to it.
You just have to make sure that first, they don't succeed. You're not trying to Bill Cosby me.
Frostproof takes the field, needing 3 outs to advance to the winners bracket. They lead San Antonio 7-3. 8-9-1 due up against relief pitcher Makai Gilliam. Still one more game to go here in the major state tournament tonight. Alpha and Avon Park. That game probably a little closer to 9 p.m. start. Game times tomorrow here in the major state tournament, 9 a.m., noon, and 3 p.m. Mariana will play either Alpha or Avon Park in a winner's bracket game at 9 a.m. Sneads will play the loser of this one tomorrow at noon, and then Brooksville will play the winner of this game tomorrow afternoon at 3. This tournament will run through Wednesday. First game on Wednesday at 2 p.m. with an if necessary game to follow. Andrew Spencer, 0 for 1 in the game, will lead it off. He grounded out to second in the third. Left-hander Makai Gilliam against the right-hander Andrew Spencer. First pitch, a swing and a miss, strike 1. Oh, 1 pitch. It's outside, even the count. One delivery. That's to the backstop inside with the ball, 2-1. Well, play has concluded in AAA Division 1 for the day. Game times 9, noon, and 3 in that division tomorrow. Swing and a miss at the next pitch to even the count at 2-2. The 2-2 pitch from Gilliam. Outside with a breaking ball for ball 3. Full count. Spencer trying to get things started here in the bottom of the 6th. San Antonio down to their final 3 outs in this game, unless they can plate 4 runs. That's up high, so a good start. Ball 4. Spencer will take first base. Leadoff walk. That will send up Luke Renner. Renner also 0 for 1. He grounded out to the pitcher. And the first pitch is grounded slowly down the third base line. It's going to be a tough play. The third baseman wanted to throw it to second, but nobody was covering the bag. Shortstop and the second baseman were far from it. That'll be a fielder's choice for Renner. Runners at first and second with nobody out. Now we head to the top of the order. Here's Talon Maple. And Maple swings and misses at the first pitch for strike 1. Maple is 1 for 2, but he could easily be 2 for 2. But a leaping play catch was made in left field by Albert Plain III to take away at least a hit, probably a double. This one's popped up behind the plate, out of play. So Maple behind the count, no balls and 2 strikes. The 0-2 pitch. That's outside for a ball. It's going to get to the backstop. That's going to get the runners up a base. The throw to third, not in time. Both runners now in scoring position with nobody out. The 1-2 delivery. High and away, ball 2, 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes. The 2-2 pitch. Popped up. Right side, but hooking out of play. Still one more game to go here in the Major State Tournament on day 1. Alpha and Avon Park. Alpha will be the home team in that one. Gilliam from the stretch. His next pitch. Swing and a miss. He kept it outside away from the hitter. Maple chased it. Couldn't catch up to it. He's out on strikes for the first out. 1 out here in the bottom of the 6th inning. That will send up Lenny Mercado. Frostproof now 2 outs away from victory. The next pitch swung on and fouled off at home plate. Mercado singled in the first. He walked and was caught stealing in the 4th. Next pitch. Swung on, sharply hit, past the diving shortstop into center field for a base hit. 1 run will score. Here comes run number 2. The throw to the plate is on target, and they got him. Runner will go to third, but that's the 2nd out of the inning. Boy, how about the number of plays that have been made by this defense? An RBI for Mercado as Spencer scores, but Renner out at the plate for the 2nd out. It's 7-4, and the next batter, Logan Fernandez, fouls it off out of play. Fifth hit of the game for San Antonio. Next pitch to Fernandez. Taken off the plate for a ball. Two outs here in the bottom of the 6th inning. 7-4 Frostproof. And a swing and a miss for strike 2. Gilliam and Frostproof now one strike away from advancing to the winner's bracket. Lefty versus righty matchup. The next pitch. Swung on and missed. He struck him out, and the ball game is over. Frostproof will get the victory by the final score of 7-4. So each team finishes with 5 hits, but Frostproof with 3 more runs. And it will be Frostproof and Brooksville tomorrow afternoon at 3 p.m. in the winner's bracket. While Sneads will face San Antonio in an elimination game tomorrow at noon. That's going to conclude our coverage in this one. One more game to go, as our shout-out says, go Frostproof. Great game, boys. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Thanks for the shout-out. Final score once again, Frostproof 7, San Antonio 4. For all of us here at JockJive.com, I'm Mike Rideout saying so long for now, good afternoon, and God bless.